All right, welcome to it. It is the Plan B After Show podcast, web exclusive.
What's up?
Exclusive. Oh, I got you in surround sound. There we go. That's better. Anyway, it's Black and Hunter, and let's get right to it. You can't hear me?
Can't hear you.
How about now?
There you go.
Okay, there we go. You see, it's echoey. Why is it echoey?
Are
you using the right microphone?
Yeah, got this microphone.
Okay.
Good to go.
Maybe it's just because it was moving around a little bit. But
well, here, let me check my audio thing here real quick.
Audio
settings. Audio.
Oh, geez, sir.
Yeah.
You hear that? You good?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I'm just hearing stuff.
Maybe you go to yours and type in. All right, look. Click echo cancellation.
No, I think it's just different because I got you through the PC. You know, this sounds. Or maybe because this is. Let's try. Okay, I turned off one other thing. We'll see what happens. But anyway, it's the Blammy Up Show. Yes, we'll get this shit figured out eventually someday. Probably not, but we're gonna do another back in the day. What about this? I love this fact, and you might know this too. But anyway, back in the day, August 15th, 1877, 146 years ago, there we go. Thomas Edison wrote a letter to the president of the telegraph company and said that when answering the telephone, hello would be more appropriate than Alexander Graham Bell's suggestion of ahoy. And believe it or not, hello was only developed as a word when telephones were in telephone calls.
Yeah, ahoy. I feel like I've heard this fact before, and I kind of forgot about it.
Right. It's a pretty common one. But yeah, so chips, originally...
Right? Ahoy isn't Ahoy a brand? Not a chip brand, a cookie brand.
Yeah, we have Chips Ahoy. Yeah, Chips Ahoy. I don't think that has to do with anything with phones, though.
Doesn't have to do with the original hello.
Well, because Ahoy, well, that's the old way. Ahoy, there, like that's the old ship term. But yeah, so he didn't. Thomas Edison was like, no, why don't we say like hello? And now, I mean, no one says ahoy.
It'd be nice hello, to have the kind of power to absolutely change something like the English language.
Yeah. You just made a word up.
We're not gonna say see you later anymore, guys. We're gonna start saying
no.
I don't know what would be a good
one.
See,
you like think of something.
Right.
Super duper. You know what I mean?
Like, see you later.
Yeah.
Like, interesting, you know?
No, it's just it's very interesting. It's something.
I feel like it was a part of the time period too, where like things were kind of changing, and you could change things like that.
I think that's actually a point I was just going to bring up is that, like, it was during a point where big changes were happening and adjustments had to be made.
Right. Things weren't super established at that point.
Yeah, like, exactly. What's not new? What's the newest thing you can think of? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something that we don't have an answer for or we need to adjust.
I guess we were throwing, like words like YOLO in the dictionary not too long ago.
Yeah, that's true, too. We have added some different things, but as big as hello, like everyone says hello, not everyone says YOLO. You know what I mean?
I'm more of a what up guy. What up?
I answer the phone. I go, who the fuck is this?
Geez, man.
I was like, God, it's your grandma.
Click.
Okay, click. So there you go. Hello,
Moto.
What about this? Hello, Moto. God, I haven't heard that in a long time. Is that even is that Motorola? That was from Motorola, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Hello, Moto. What about this? Back in the day, August 15th, 1939, 84 years ago, The Wizard of Oz premiered at Grauman's Chinese Theater in Hollywood.
What year was that?
I'll be honest. That was 1939.
That's a significant movie. That was a big movie. Still is, really.
Big deal, man. Yeah. Has
your kid seen the Wizard of Oz?
We have not.
What kind of a parent are you?
She's not like she's gonna get it. All right.
Lisa. The flying monkeys.
Those monkeys are creepy.
Yeah,
man,
Wizard of Oz was a crazy thing, man. Crazy time.
Can I be honest? I don't know if I've ever fully seen the Wizard, like the full.
You really should. It really is. It's an interesting, like. God, I don't know even how to explain it, but it like definitely sets you in that time and just the way it's filmed.
Right, for sure. And it was groundbreaking. Like, I get it. Okay, let me correct that. I'm sure I have, but it's been decades. I probably haven't watched that movie since I was, 10, 11 years. You know what I mean? Like, so
crazy facts around the Wizard of Oz of Dorothy. They had her smoking cigs off camera. Just chain smoking, keep her thin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like she had cigarettes, you big fatty.
She had a steady diet of coffee and cigarettes.
That was, of course. Oh my God. That wasn't. Was that Shirley Temple? No, that was
Judy Garland.
Judy Garland. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, the dog got paid more than the Munchkins.
Yes, that's a big one. Yep.
There's a bunch of facts. The Wicked Witch, she caught her arm when she threw the fireball for the first time in one of the first scenes. So there's 2 fireball scenes.
Yep.
She caught her arm on fire or something. She had to go to the hospital. It was a kind of a big deal.
No, but it was still the same one though. Like she got healed up and she
healed up and then she had to do another fire scene. And I can't remember the factor on the second fire scene, but she was like super sketch. You know, like we got to do it this way. I'm not even gonna get near it.
Well, the fact that they had to use a real fireball because they didn't have, CGI. Like, no, we're actually going to make you throw a fireball. The other one, the original guy who played the Tin Man got sick because there was lead in the paint, obviously. So he got sick and couldn't do the movie. So they had to hire a different guy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's actually, let's look up some other.
So I just went through this. I kind of know him off the top of my head. The guy that played, the wizard also played the guy at the door. He also played the guy. So there's one guy in this movie who played like 6 different characters.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's pretty wild. I'm trying to remember how many outfits they made for the movie, too. It was like, I think 1 million outfits or something stupid because all the Munchkins had to get dressed. The lion had to have so many different uniforms, which, by the way, was made from a real lion's mane. He said he almost died in that thing because it was so hot.
Oh, really?
It was real lion, real lion fur. I guess it was heavy, sweaty. It stunk. It was the worst costume out of all of them. Yeah, I guess he almost quit. Cowardly Lion guy.
I could imagine. Was that made of like real horsehair or something like that? Real lion hair, like terrible. Here, I looked up this. I found some facts. One of the film's iconic lines isn't what you think. Fly, my pretties, fly, isn't what she said. She actually just utters the off-quote line where she actually says, fly, fly, fly. So she doesn't say fly, my pretties.
Well, so the Mandela effect there.
Yep. Let's see. The Scarecrow was originally supposed to be the Tin Man.
Mm-hmm.
Buddy Ebsen, who later on be known for hits the Beverly Hillbillies, was originally cast as Scarecrow.
He was like a better dancer or something.
Oh, is that what it was?
I think something like that. It had something to do with the performance, I thought. Like they wanted him to be more nimble because he could dance, and where the Tin Man had all that tin on, it's kind of.
Oh, okay. So okay. So, when filming started, Ebsen had cramps and trouble breathing due to the severe allergic reaction to the aluminum dust used in the movie makeup. So it was the aluminum on there, not the lead.
Yeah. Yeah, they had to change it. Other people had it on too, but didn't get us sick.
The Tin Man cried chocolate syrup.
Yeah.
To make it look like oil.
Mm-hmm.
Oil can. Oil can. Oil can.
Yeah, what's some other facts? That's just a wild movie.
Somewhere over the rainbow was almost cut from the movie. That's like the most iconic song.
Yeah, it is though. It's a good song. What's some other ones?
There's an urban legend about how one of the Munchkins hung himself during filming.
True.
Not true.
Not true. There is a scene though where they're because they're dancing down the yellow brick road going away. It's one of those cut scenes, and there's a like a pelican or something in the back. It's a big bird that kind of puts its hands out like its wings out. Yeah, and it kind of looks like somebody's swinging from a tree when the bird does it.
That was
that's where it came from.
Yeah. But of course, everyone's like, that's
one of the. Yeah, it was supposed to be like either one of the Munchkins or the guy who didn't get the role for the Scarecrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
he was just so distraught or whatever.
And yes, hey, Dark Side of the Moon definitely times up with that movie. That's kind of a crazy thing.
Yeah, because they actually made it that way, right? Like they made it to the movie. I think is what it was. I think, but they had to have.
Mm-mm.
You don't think? Okay, hold on.
No, I think
it's
just somehow Time's Up. Here's another thing: is I'm sure you could put that album over another scary movie, and a lot of things would time up.
Make the song to Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, I don't think they. Yeah, I think somebody just did it one time, stoned.
Here, the drummer Nick Mason said it's absolute nonsense. It has nothing to do with the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah,
It was all based on the Sound of Music. Huh?
yeah.
That's weird, man.
Yeah, it just so happens to time up.
Yeah. A couple other ones here. We don't need to go on much longer. This the green face paint that the Wicked Witch wore was so toxic that she and several other actors couldn't eat once it was applied and had to substitute on a liquid diarrhea straw during the day.
Yeah.
Plus, her face stayed green for weeks after shooting because of the copper-based ingredients. Jesus.
Hey. Yeah, figure that out. Yeah, she was super green too, man. That was like one of the first. Wasn't it color? It was like one of the first.
Yeah, they used like the Technicolor,
Technicolor or something. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it was one of, and that's why they used like all the makeup and stuff is because, and it had to be like super, like her face had to be super green for it to show up.
Yeah, that's wild, man. Yeah, I might have to go back and watch it. Like I said, it's been decades since I've seen the full thing. So
I'm gonna say this, and if anybody can look it up or find the movie or get it online, you could probably get it online.
Yeah.
So there's a second Wizard of Oz, and it's called Return to Oz.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And
yep.
dude, you think Wizard of Oz is creepy?
Right.
This one was made in the 80s with you know who plays Dorothy in it?
Isn't it Brooke Shields?
No, it's Becky Valent. No, what's the girl who plays Waterboy's girlfriend in the Waterboy?
Oh, yeah, Fairuza Balk or whatever. Yeah. Vicky Valancourt.
Vicky Valancourt.
Yeah, she plays Dorothy Gale. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Return to Oz. Check it out if you have time. I'm serious. It's one of those you're like,
what the fuck did I just watch?
What is going on? Like, this is supposed to be a kids movie?
Oh yeah, dude. I'm just looking at pictures.
My mom made me watch it back in the Wheelers. Type in the Wheelers.
Oh yeah. I'm looking at the Wheelers right now.
Theme. I seriously had nightmares for weeks after watching.
I don't blame you. Even the Scarecrow was creepy.
Yeah, it's an odd movie, man. But it's one of those where it's like you can't look away because it's a movie of its time, and the way they film it, and it's just they don't make them like that anymore.
Yeah, dude. This looks creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's, you know what though? I like it. It's a good.
Yeah.
It's an interesting movie. Really is.
And the lion's like a it's not like a guy in a it's like a actual lion suit.
Yeah. You know another thing that blew my mind? I watched it too long ago. A few years ago. Opening scene. Disney present.
It's a Disney movie?
Made by Disney.
Well, they probably obviously own the rights to it. Now those Wheelers are creepy.
Disney can get dark, man.
Yeah.
That movie's dark. She's an orphan. And then she like runs away from her orphanage, and that's when all this stuff happens. And it's like, it's just dark.
So the message is don't run away from your orphanage.
Something, man. I don't know. There's a whole Reddit post on it. There people break it down.
I'm gonna share this with you and creep you out. There you go.
There's those are the Wheelers.
Dude, creepy, man.
Yeah. And you can hear him coming around the corner.
Yeah, look at all this stuff, dude. All this
stuff. The king guy or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like the stone guy.
Yeah, I've never seen this, man.
It's creepy.
Well, like I said, even the Scarecrow.
So type in the witch, Return to Oz witch heads. Type in witch heads. This is a part of the movie where she goes and she has a whole room full of heads, and she goes and takes her head off and exchanges it with other ones and puts them on.
Jesus.
Yeah, and she walks through this hallway, and all the heads that are sitting there are looking around. Dude, it's creepy. It is the creepiest movie ever.
What you're saying is I could get blowies from multiple heads is what you're
saying.
No, honey. Put on
That's
the blonde
first
head.
thing you think of. God.
Put on the blonde head tonight. That's what I want you to wear. Wear the blonde head.
That's pretty funny, actually.
No. Hey, tell you what. Put on that head and bring that head with you. All right.
Yeah. Bring them all. It's gonna be a night.
Also, go to the hand room too.
Jeez,
anyway.
man.
There's some other stuff that happened, but this has gone on long enough.
Yeah,
so, yeah, we're good enough here. Nothing else we need to talk about. Okay, well, here's one you like. Real quick.
Oh, it's
Okay,
gonna
actually,
turn into
there's.
9 minutes.
I'm
Just
sorry.
wrap
It's
it
good.
up.
It's wait, a couple things. Woodstock kicked off 54 years ago in 1969. A bunch of
Nice.
dirty hippies.
Yeah.
Kazam with Shaquille O'Neal was released in 1997, 26 years ago.
Sinbad, by the way. Shazam.
No, that's not right. That's not a real movie.
Yeah.
And here, you'll like this. 1999, 24 years ago, 23-year-old Tiger Woods won the PGA Championship, becoming the youngest player to win 2 majors since Steve Ballesteros in the 80s.
God, it's a pretty swing, man.
God,
There's
Tiger Woods.
nothing like it.
Yep.
Nothing like it.
Yep.
I could go for another 9 minutes. Thanks.
Yep. Just
But
done
I'm
that.
not.
But good enough. We talked enough about taking
Wizard
heads
of
off.
Oz. Right.
All right. Well, there you go. That's going to do it for the Plan B After Show podcast, web exclusive. We'll see you next time.